Once a mortal mistress of power, Elise's fate was forever altered by the bite of a vile demigod, transforming her into a beautiful yet inhuman creature, a spider-like predator lurking in the shadows. Residing within a dark, shattered palace in Noxus' ancient heart, Elise ensnares unsuspecting prey in her web, sustaining her eternal youth by feeding upon the naive and faithless. Few can resist her seductive allure, for she embodies the perfect blend of allure and terror. Welcome, lore lovers, to Lion Drag. Today, we delve into the haunting tales of Elise, the deadly predator of Noxus. Join me as we unravel the chilling lore of Elise, the arachnid mistress of darkness. In the shadowed depths of the immortal bastion of Noxus dwells Elise, a little predator whose origins trace back to House Kythera, an ancient and formidable lineage. Once mortal and adept at wielding beauty as a weapon, Elise's life took a twisted turn when she fell victim to the venomous bite of a vile spider god. This transformation rendered her beautiful, undying, and utterly inhuman, a haunting blend of allure and monstrosity. To sustain her eternal youth, Elise preys upon the innocent, drawing them into her dark designs with irresistible seductions. Few can resist her enchantments in the chilling embrace of her lightless palace. Born centuries ago into House Kythera, Elise quickly learned the potent influence of her beauty on the weak-minded. As she matured, her ambitions turned towards securing power through marriage, setting her sights on the scion of House Zaavan. Despite opposition, Elise's beguiling ways won her betrothal, and she deftly manipulated her new husband and detractors alike to elevate House Zaavan's status. Her husband, initially complacent in his role as a figurehead, grew resentful over time as Elise's influence continued to overshadow his own. What began as subdued discontent eventually festered into bitter disdain, casting him as a mere jest among the elites of families of Noxus. As time passed, his bitterness toward Elise grew increasingly venomous. One fateful evening, during a chilly dinner, he revealed a cruel act of betrayal. He had tainted her wine with a disfiguring poison. With callous terms laid out, he demanded her withdrawal from society and obedience as he seized power, promising the antidote in return. Refusal meant a slow, agonizing death as the poison ravished her from within. Determined to outwit her treacherous husband, Elise feigned contrition, concealing a sharp knife as she played the part of the remorseful wife. Tears flowed as she begged for forgiveness, all the while plotting her revenge. The poison, meanwhile, wrought its sinister magic, corroding her body with grotesque lesions and tormenting her with excruciating pain. In her desperate guise of submission, Elise strategized every move, inching closer to her husband without arousing suspicion. With her life hanging in the balance, she awaited the opportune moment to strike, fueled by a mix of desperation and cunning against the backdrop of her deteriorating form. As Elise reached her husband, he belatedly realized the depth of her disdain, a fatal misjudgment. She pounced upon him, driving a knife deep into his heart and cruelly twisting the blade as life drained from him. Despite securing and consuming the antidote, irreversible damage marred Elise's once beautiful visage, leaving her grotesquely disfigured with necrotic flesh, resembling a living corpse. Now in command of House Zaavan, Elise garnered praise within the intricate web of Noxian politics for eliminating what was perceived as a weakness in the empire. However, her twisted ideals of beauty and power led her to shun public life, concealing her disfigurement behind a veil. Rejecting daylight and all who sought audience, she withdrew into seclusion, condemning her once proud house to a slow decline into obscurity. Within her shadowy palace, Elise wandered its hollow corridors in solitude, embracing darkness as her domain. Only under cover of night did she venture beyond its formidable walls, a solitary figure clothed in mystery and decay. On one of her midnight wanderings, Elise encountered a mysterious veiled woman who clandestinely bestowed upon her a waxen sigil bearing the emblem of a black rose. In a hushed voice, the woman hinted that the enigmatic pale woman held a keen interest in Elise's unique talents and hinted at the prospect of restoring her lost beauty. Despite initially dismissing the notion as folly, Elise's vanity and yearning for rejuvenation spurred her to pursue this tantalizing offer. Driven by a blend of curiosity and desire, Elise meticulously combed the nocturnal streets of Noxus for weeks until she once again glimpsed the Black Rose sigil, this time etched discreetly onto a shadowed archway leading to the city's mysterious catacombs. Following this cryptic trail of sigils, Elise descended into the depths of the catacombs and found herself at the heart of the Black Rose, a clandestine society delving into the forbidden arts of dark magic and hidden secrets. Unveiling herself among the members, Elise swiftly forged connections, particularly with the Pale Woman, an ageless figure of captivating beauty and formidable power. Though immersed in the society's arcane rituals and intrigues, Elise harbored an unwavering aspiration, the restoration of her lost beauty. She eagerly sought the fulfillment of the promised gift, clinging to hope amidst the shadows and mysteries of the Black Rose. The pale woman, shrouded in mystery and allure, revealed to Elise the key to restoring her beauty, a serpent blade, a theme lost in the lair of a voracious spider god on the accursed Shadow Isles. This dagger, steeped in potent magic, held the promise of redemption for Elise's disfigured countenance. Without hesitation, Elise embraced the Pale Woman's proposition and rallied a devoted group of Black Rose adherents to embark on a perilous journey to the Forsaken Isle, knowing that a steep blood prince awaited them in pursuit of the coveted artifact. Securing passage across the treacherous seas, Elise enlisted a desperate and indebted captain willing to ferry her and her companions towards the looming spectre of the Shadow Isles. Weeks of relentless sailing brought them to a desolate shore, its sands ashen beneath the shroud of seething black mist. Pressing forward, Elise led her dwindling band of followers into the island's foreboding heart, where malevolent raids lurked in the shadows, claiming the unwary. Despite the harrowing losses, a determined half-dozen souls persisted as they approached the sinister lair, cocooned in the webs of the spider god. Emerging from the shadows like a nightmare made flesh, a bloated, chitinous monstrosity with fangs descended upon Elise and her companions, its hunger voracious and insatiable. Amidst the chaos and agonized screams, Elise spotted a serpent-bladed thame clutched in the grip of a desiccated corpse, the very artifact the Pale Woman sought. With steadily resolve, Elise launched forward, seizing the dagger even as the spider god's venomous fangs sank into her shoulder. The thame found an unintended mark as Elise stumbled, the blade piercing her heart in a surge of agonizing magic and venom. As the transformative energies intermingled within her, Elise underwent a profound metamorphosis. The powerful magic of the thame clashed with the little venom, renewing her flesh with an unnatural vitality. Her once disfigured features were restored to a breathtaking beauty, her skin now porcelain smooth and flawless. Yet, the spider god's venom harbored sinister ambitions of its own. Unfathomable changes surged through Elise's body, her back contorting with undulant motion as arachnoid legs erupted from her flesh, a grotesque testament to the melding of magic and venom. Despite the transformative horrors, Elise stood reborn, a vision of unearthly allure and newfound power, bearing the mark of her faithful encounter with the spider god on the haunted shores of the Shadow Isles. After enduring the excruciating throes of transformation, Elise rose, her breath hitched with agony and newfound awareness. Before her stood the imposing figure of the spider god, a shared resonance of power sparking between them. In that instant, they both recognized the potential for mutual gain in this unforeseen symbiosis. Returning to her ship, undeterred by the island's vengeful spirits, Elise sailed back to Noxus under the cover of night. As her vessel docked, the eerie silence of the dead of night enveloped her, Elise the sole living presence aboard. In fulfillment of her pact with the Pale Woman, Elise relinquished the serpent-bladed attempt to the leader of the Black Rose, yet the Pale Woman forewarned that the enchantment sustaining Elise's restored beauty would inevitably wane. A pact was sealed between Elise and the Black Rose. In exchange for acolytes offered to the Spider God, Elise vowed to return any potent artifacts discovered in the Shadow Isles. This sinister alliance marked the beginning of a perilous partnership, where dark ambitions and forbidden powers intertwined beneath the veiled auspices of the Black Rose. Elise once more established her residence within the neglected halls of House Zaavan, assuming the guise of a beautiful yet enigmatic recluse. To those outside her inner circle, she remained an inscrutable figure, surrounded by whispers of immortal allure and dark secrets. Rumors spun wild tales of a fearsome creature lurking within her decaying, dust-laden palace, adding to the mystique that cloaked her existence. As centuries drifted by, marking the passage of time with subtle hints of aging upon her once perfect features, Elise embarked on periodic journeys fueled by a relentless pursuit of eternal youth. Seeking out susceptible souls within the ranks of the Black Rose, she charmed and ensnared them, setting course once more for the shadow shores of the infamous Shadow Isles. None who ventured alongside her on these perilous voyages ever returned. With each expedition, whispers grew of Elise's rejuvenation, attributing her sustained vitality to the acquisition of ancient artifacts sought by the Pale Woman, an enigmatic pact binding her to a fate entwined with forbidden power and perpetual renewal. In her enigmatic role within the Black Rose, Elise navigates intricate alliances and treacherous intrigues with fellow champions. Among them is LeBlanc, a master of deception and arcane arts, who entrusts Elise with perilous missions involving the retrieval of magical artifacts from the Shadow Isles and the offering of acolytes to the fearsome Vilemo. And there you have it, lore lovers, a glimpse into the chilling saga of Elise, the mistress of shadows within the Black Rose of Noxus. Delve deeper into the mysteries of League of Legends lore by subscribing to Lion Drag for more captivating tales from the world of Runeterra. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to stay updated with our latest videos. Join our Discord community to engage in discussions with fellow lore lovers and share your insights into the intricate narratives woven throughout the realms of League of Legends. Thank you for tuning in, and until next time, may the shadows guide your path.